G'day and welcome back to Duck Solid Gaming and an exclusive map review. This map is a new map by Stevie and it is a LakeLand Vale number 2. That's right. It's a new map by Stevie, finally out. Hasn't taken him very long to actually get this one up. It's just a couple of months. And it is a partner map to a LakeLand Vale. It is not a replacement map or anything else like that. It is a second farm and sort of little community area in the area of Lakeland. So we're going to have a look at this map. We're going to have a look at all the equipment we get, the new crops, and have a bit of a tour around and see what we've got in the way of sell points, all that sort of stuff as well. First thing I want to say, it is seasons compatible, and what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at a couple of quick screenshots right now, which will just showcase the view of the main farm under seasons and the various seasons therein. So we'll be right back after this. Okay, first off, let's bring up the PDA and have a look at our map. So this is what we've got here. So as you can see, we've got a total of 26, I think it is, 26 fields spread across the land. We start down here. This is our farm area down the bottom here. We start off by default with 5 fields, numbers 1 through to 5, and they're all situated here on the southern side of the main road. And then we have the main shop is here, the store is there. There. We have some sell points up through here, down here. We have a BGA up here. We have a gas station. We have forestry section up here for selling our wood chips, all that sort of stuff. And then we have a swamp forestry over here, which is quite different to what we've probably seen elsewhere, which we'll go up and have a look at. And obviously we've got all of our fields all around through here. Now, this map also includes a new crop being alfalfa, and along with the alfalfa itself, Steve has also included 5 vehicle mods or tools to use on this map explicitly for the alfalfa. We'll come across those a little bit later, but for now, let's have a bit of a more in-depth look, particularly down here at the farm, and then we'll start looking afar and having a bit more look of a detailed areas of the map. All right. So this is obviously the main farm. We have the farmhouse there. That's where we start out with a lovely fountain there, which lights up nice in the night. It's got some wonderful little coloured LED lights in it to sort of colour it up during the night. The Old Glory hanging up there with the mower out on the lawn and the windmill sitting out there as well, a little decor windmill. All right, so coming around through here, and this is what we've got. I'll just go up a bit of height so you can see exactly how the farm is laid out. So there we have the farmhouse there with the pool behind it. We have the main road over through there with the access road that comes through. You actually have to fjord over that little bit of a creek. While the creek is a little bit high, you have to go through a bit of a water crossing. Then that comes in, you've got a diverging path there where you can actually go off and into the cows area. You can come off here to this placeable area and you head off back into the farm storage area proper. As you can see, we've got 2 big equipment sheds with the closable doors. We have the workshop there out the front, and we have the 2 silage clamps over to the right-hand side there. We also have the main silo here to the left, and further to the left on that, we also have our sale point where we can buy our seed, fertilizer, all that sort of stuff. The chickens are located here, a bit of free-roaming chickens down through there. So we have the feed points, the buy points, all that sort of stuff located down there near that windmill. Obviously, that's also a water source. We then over here have the start of our equipment storage sheds. So we have a fuel point just out there. We have 3 equipment sheds, 4 equipment sheds. So we have one down through here, or there's actually 2 sheds making that up. 2 sheds down through there, 2 sheds over there with the rest of the equipment over there. And then there's effectively 3 sheds over the back there that provide further storage room. We then have our straw and bale sell point there. That's been placed there nicely. And then over in here, we have our sheep paddock. Now, the sheep have a gloriously big pasture to go roam in, but all the normal triggers are down here, including the local sale point where you can just sell the bales directly behind where they spawn, which Stevie always adds into his. Now, I did want to say as well, though, in this map version, the animal pen extension is not included by default. So if you want to have the animal pen extension added in, you need to add that in yourself, which isn't too hard. And that's very easily done with the instructions with that mod from GTX. Right, so that's the main layout of this part of the farm. As you can see, it's well laid out. It gives you lots of room to get stuff in and out. A little bit of area in there can be used for placeables if you really needed to as well. Put another shed or whatever in. And you've got obviously got this nice large placeable area over here as well. The farmhouse, one of the things with the farmhouse you'll notice when you've got seasons is when it snows, there's an automatic pool cover gets applied over the pool to look after the pool. So that's a nice little addition. As you can see, we're going to come over here. We're going to head into the cows. I'll just zoom up a bit. You've got the normal accoutrements for the cow pen. Again, they've got a fairly large pen to actually roam around in. So I don't think the cows are going to be too troubled at all. All right, that looks excellent. All right, so as always, Stevie gives us very scenic little entrances and laneways and all that sort of stuff. And this is the paths and the view we have when we're coming into and out of the farm. So this is the main path coming in. So we can divert off there to the left, which will take us down towards the silos. Or we can get in there straight ahead through there, which will bring us off to go off to the cow shed or into the farmhouse. And you've also got a road going off here, which takes you down to the fields over to the west-hand side of the farm. Also bring you into the cow area or bring you into this field here, field 3. Now, as you can see, as we continue to go down through here, it has got a diversion here. So you can actually divert over through there instead of trying to take a tight turn just over through there. So that's really nice. But just the detail and how it all looks is fantastic. So there is a windmill here to generate power. Now that generates $1,250 an hour. Now that's probably a little bit much. I've found it's about $50,000 a day. If you don't want it to generate that much, you'll need to go into the files and peg that down a little bit. But it's certainly an option for you. So at least you're going to have some income no matter what you're doing. All right, so this is the little creek that comes through in our little fjord. You do need to be careful. Sometimes some of your things like semi-trailer trailers, the tipper trailers and stuff may get caught through this area through here with some of the rocks and stuff like that. And there's a couple of unseen areas that sort of can catch you. Just be aware of that. I'm not sure if Stevie will sort of retweak that a little bit, but we just need to be mindful of that. And then we come out from here, out onto the main road, and then we can hook off there. We can either go over through that way to the west, over to our fields over there, or head off over to the east and head off to the shops and the BJ and everything else. So this is the scenic view from atop our main farm entrance. All right, if we come back down, I'll just show you the main entrance here to the farm. So there we go. It's actually Lakeside Farm, part of LakeLand Vale. Nice little detail through here. There's an old windrow sitting in there. And yeah, so that's the view of the farm and coming in and out of the farm. And I think, yet again, it's a fantastic looking farm. So well done to Stevie for this. Also, of course, he's got his standard lights on the poles, and they give a fantastic thematic lighting to the farm overnight. So yeah, looks really good. Fantastic. Now, the other thing I would tend to say too, you also got the LakeLand Vale trees mod that Stevie produced for LakeLand Vale. They would be perfect to complement this map as well if you want to add some more trees in and all that sort of stuff as well. Right, things we're over here and we're close to the field that's got the alfalfa in, I thought we'd just come over here and have a bit of a look. So this is the alfalfa crop that we've put in. Now, that looks wonderful. It looks actually a little bit like a bit of lavender, but anyway, that's my first thoughts. But there's the alfalfa. So as you can see, we've already started mowing some of the alfalfa here with our Big M, and that does a fantastic job of it. So that's the alfalfa crop itself. This is the windrow and the texture that's given to the windrow. It is slightly different to the grass. You can actually tell the difference, although it's not a lot different. So there you go. There's the alfalfa to the right and the grass to the left, obviously. So the bales are, I don't know there's actually much visible difference between the grass bales and the alfalfa bales. That may be the only thing you sort of find a bit different. But nonetheless, other than that, looks very good. And I'm really excited to play with the alfalfa because it just means I've got more stuff to mow. All right. So that is the farm, the main farm. So you'll notice on the farm we've only got the cows and the sheep, the pigs, and those other four-legged things, those horses, are up on the northern side of the farm, which we'll have a look at shortly. All right, let's go for a quick tour around through here. So there's the main road going through. As you can see, there's the fields up through there, the further fields. So if we bring up the map, you can see we have fields 15, 16, 13, and 12 directly in front of us. So 15 is the field, the green field. 16 is the one with what looks to be wheat in it. And then you've got 13 and 12 of those two smaller fields behind the houses. Now, this road here then extends up and further on past to the shop and then off to the US dairy as well. And that's where we'll jump off to and have a look at right now. Okay, so this is our shop. This is where we're going to buy and sell our equipment. It's just a nice little shop with plenty of room for your equipment to be placed when you've purchased it. Now, the equipment will go in this area here where you can see these 5 pieces of equipment at the moment, which is the specialized stuff that Stevie's created for this map. It will also extend a little bit up through there to the workshop, and it will also extend up there to the right-hand side or the eastern side of the shop as well, up near that car park. So it's not just this sort of central section down through here. So obviously we've also got the workshop area there. We can come in and customize, and we have what was that one there? The ATM, so we get the money from there as well. All right, so that's the store. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to run straight over here and have a look at the dairy. So the dairy is the next point of call, and that's just in over here. So we have a nice large-sized dairy there. So that doesn't sort of need much explaining. We have the gate coming in here on the eastern side, on the western side of the map, and that's pretty it. So drive in, drive around, then drive back out again. So pretty cool there. All right, as you can see over here, we also have another placeable area to the side here, so you can actually develop this into another placeable area if you so wish. It also has a boom gate on there, so you can control the access to that place as well. That's all well and good. All right, then the map just extends over through there. We just have a couple more fields over there. Extends onto the next bridge, which heads on over out of sight and off the map proper. All right, so what we then have is we also have a lot of these little roads that actually join up. So the main road here, we can actually take this dirt track that goes all the way up through here, through these eastern side fields, and provides access to that. There's also access that comes off there to the road that heads from near the store and heads north. So there's also access through there as well. So there's plenty of access available to all the fields and all that sort of stuff, which is what we expect from Stevie, basically. It's just, well, we don't expect it. It's just a given. It just happens and arrives. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go over and have a look at the other sell points, etc. So we'll be right back with the next one. Okay, so this is the next area. This is the supermarket. So this is the Lakeland store, and this is where we can sell our eggs and our washed potatoes. So remembering Stevie's brought out the potato washer and steamer. They're available for download from his Facebook page as well. And we can actually activate those, sell those here at the store that's pre-built into the map, which is fantastic. All right, that's the Lakeland store. And as you can see, that's just on the road that heads up from the main road to the west of the main store. Okay, so next we have this building here. Now, this is a multifunctional building. This is akin to other stuff that Steve has had. So this has the spinnery. So the spinnery is here on the southern side of the building. That's the sell point there. We then have manure sales. The manure sell point through here on the northern side of the building. And then over here on the western side of the building, we have the grain sell point, which is seen through there. So that's our sell point for those three main areas. Well, more than three products, but that's our sell point there. I don't think we have a name for this one, actually. Anyway, so that's that. All right, we'll head on up the road a little bit further and just see what goes on through here. So this is a couple of our bigger fields coming up through here now. So you can see we've got a bit of storage near the fields, which Stevie tends to do with a lot of his maps. You can see over there, there's another storage shed over there near that field over there. So you can actually make use of the storage near the fields themselves as well, whether it be temporary or longer term. All right, so we're going to head back up here further. We're going to head up to the BGA. So we'll be right back there. Okay, and this is Silage Kings. This is our BGA. So it's a huge plot of land for the BGA. We have a number of silage clamps here to use, and we have the offload points through here and the loading points for the digestate and all that stuff as well. So pretty self-explanatory. Nice big area. You get plenty of silage dumped into those clamps there, which is fantastic. Now, directly opposite the Silage Kings is our gas station. So there's a gas station there. And you'll notice at the back end near the shed, there is a workshop. So you can do your workshop customizations and all that sort of stuff there as well. All right, moving on. We're going to head north and go to the next sell points. Okay, so the next point we have here is we have our wood chip sales and wood sales area. And basically this is a nice little area here. We can come off and bring our logging and our wood chips and sell them off to make a bit of profit through there. So pretty self-explanatory, but all laid out, nice accessories all through there. Just makes it look a little bit homely and what you'd expect at a wood area, a wood chip area. And yeah, so yeah, really good. All right, next two areas we have up here, we have Jeeb's Mill. Now that name should be familiar to all those that are used to Stevie's maps. And then we have the animal sell point and buy point over there. So here we have Jeeb's Mill. There are two sell points basically here. Now I can't remember which ones take which. There is a slight difference. So I'll just go in and have a quick look. Jeeb's Mill, don't think we actually list the difference. No. I think it can take all of them. I'm happy to stand corrected, but Jeeb's Mill is through there. You do have the two offload points, one internally, one externally. Stevie, if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I do know we had a problem with them initially. I know Stevie has fixed that, but I believe it's all in both, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. All right, over here we have the animal supplies and sale point. So we have that through here. You can buy animals through here. And what was the other one? The other one was for the animal supplies and yeah, the animal dealer. So that's all we have down here. So the animal supplies will buy your oats, your corn, potato and sugar beet, water, mixed rations, silage, grass, straw, and that is it. All right. So pretty much stock standard for there. And that's it for there. All right, now, insofar as the map goes, that is pretty much all of the sell points except for our last one is the grain mill. So we'll head up there quickly. All right, so again, we have another grain mill here. That's it. Sitting here right on the riverbank. Very picturesque little area. And you'll notice there's another placeable here and here. So there's two, well, actually there's three placeable points. So I keep forgetting that. With the infrastructure there. So you could actually put a bit of manufacturing in here or whatever if you wanted to. You could put a potato, washing and steaming area, all that sort of stuff. I mean, Stevie's certainly got enough placeable elements that you could put in. So you could put your fuel depot here, all that sort of stuff. So plenty of room to place all that stuff down. As you can see, all nicely landscaped. It's a lovely looking map yet again by Stevie. Now it's definitely not flat. It's probably not as hilly as some others have been, but yeah, it's definitely not a flat bit of land that he's used, which is, again, fantastic. All right, last place to go is over to check out our 2 animal points, and we'll head on over there now. We'll quickly do that with the map open. All right, so here we have the pigs and the stable. So this is the piggery over here. So we have the pig stable, we have the buy-sell point, we have the food drop-off point, we have the water point, we have the manure collection pit, the liquid manure collection pit, the area for the pigs to run in the actual field, all that sort of stuff. Fantastic. Looks good. We have a nice big placeable area over here too, for the want of a better term, you can utilize as well. And then over here we have the stables for those other 4-legged animals. And of course you have all the standard accoutrements and feed points and that for those over here as well. They have a nice big plot of land there as well. Be perfect to turn that into another placeable area in my opinion. But anyway, all right. So that's pretty much all the sell points we have on the map. I don't think we've missed any. No. So that's a quick tour of the map and all its placeables. I do want to head on over here and have a bit of a look over here at the swamp forestry, but we'll do that a little bit later. The other thing I want to do is I want to have a look back at the store, and we're going to have a look at the equipment that we actually get with this map specifically, and then we're going to look at the starting equipment that Stevie gives us as well. So we'll head on over to the store and have a look at the equipment we've been given for the alfalfa. Okay, so here we have it. So these are the 5 pieces of equipment that Stevie has given us that are made specifically for this map and primarily for the use of the alfalfa. So if we go from right to left, we have the Kuhn FBP 3135, it's a modified Kuhn baler, square baler. We then have the Class SW 4014, that is the bale wrapper. Now, before you get confused, yes, it is liveried as the Class machine. However, it is branded as the Lizard machine in-game and in the in-game mod hub. Reason being is because of the restrictions that Giants has put on using the class name on elements that are actually part of the map. If it was made as an external mod, probably wouldn't be a problem. You could label it as class and it'd come up in the class brand menu on the in-game mod hub. But for this, it's not. So if you want to buy this, you need to buy it from the Lizard brand directory or just from the bale area, the animal area. We then have the Horse Pronto 9DC. So again, the Stevie variant of that with the alfalfa. We also then have the Great Plains YP2425 sitting there, the big green and yellow machine. And then lastly, we have the Lemken Solitaire 12. So that is the equipment that's been given to us by Stevie. He's modded those up for the alfalfa, and so they will be good to go with your map. Right. Next, let's have a look at the equipment that we actually get to start the map with on the new farmer mode. Okay, so these are the equipments that are given to us by default from Stevie. So if you just want to load the map up and just get started, this is what you're going to have available to you as your starting equipment. The Puma 240 CVX, Challenger MT875E, the Fendt 1046, the Case 380 CVX. We have the Lizard Warrior truck. We have the Case 9240 combine harvester. We have the Krone Big M 450, which we saw earlier on the alfalfa field. We have the Manitow MLT 737 telehandler. We have a Lizard pickup. We have a Wilson trailer, Pacesetter trailer. We have a couple of agri-liners. We have the Tor 30 and we have the TKD 302. We have a Elmer Manufacturing Hallmaster. See that on all my maps. We have the 3162 Terraflex Draper 45-foot header for the combine, plus also the Capello Quasar HS16. We then also have the Amazon Senius 8003 2TX Super. That is a cultivator. We have the Agrosem Cultiplow Platinum 8 meter, one of my favorites. We have the Great Plains Cedar, which we've just looked at previously. You don't get 2 of them, by the way. You get the Pronto 9DC as well, which is the horse cedar. We get the Lemken Solitaire cultivator. We also get the cultivator and cedar, isn't it? We get the Navigator 6000 by Hardy. We get a Breedle K105 spreader. We get a Pottinger Tedder. We get a Hibiscus windrower. We get the Shootermaker Rapid 8400 wide loading wagon. We get the Kuhn LSB 1290D baler, plus the FBP 3135. Get the Arcuson FSX bale loader. We get the Lizard / Class SW 4014 bale wrapper. We get a Hilaris silage. What do they call it? It's a what's it called? You know what I mean. Anyway, the roller for the silage. You get a Magsy shovel and a Magsy pallet fork for your telehandler, couple of Agco weights, and then of course you get all the buildings and that you would normally get as well. Now, take note. You can buy and sell the 2-bin silo or the bunker silos. You can sell the sheds, not a problem. All the sheds. You can sell the manure store. You can sell the farm barn. You can sell the vehicle workshop, the farm wool sale. So, for instance, if you don't want the farm wool sales for your sheep, you can get rid of that. The wind pump, the farm supplies, the diesel station, the wind turbine, and the decals. Right now, what you can't get rid of are the animals. So the animal pens are not removable in this form of the map mode. Okay, so you're stuck with what they are because they are custom built. Remember, okay, that is the reason. So don't come in here thinking, oh, you can't delete them. It sucks or whatever else. It's because they are a custom built field for those animals. So like it or lump it. If you want to remove them, go into Giants Editor, remove them, and that's it. That's your private edit of the map, and you're more than willing and happy to do so. And then you can put down other pens and all that as you so wish. All right, but there you go. So that's all the equipment you're going to get with LakeLand 2. All right. I don't think there's much more to really do other than actually just do a bit of a fly around and have a look at the map on a whole. Oh, we do want to go over to the forestry area. So let's just go and do that very quickly, and then we'll continue on with the flyover, and then that will be pretty much it for this map review. But we'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. We're down near our forestry area, and I just wanted to show you the location of where it's actually located, basically. So the road that actually, called the laneway that comes down to access this area is actually up here near Jeeves Mill and the Animal Workshop and the wood sale point. So the laneway comes down through here. You then have a placeable area down through here, and then over here you then have your swampy forest area. Now, the reason why it's a swampy forest area is because there is just a swamp. And I think this is fantastic. Now, initially, I did have some frame rate issues, but since Stevie's been through and consolidated all the trees and fine-tuned it all, and it's much, much better, and I don't see much in the way of a frame rate loss here at all. It's very, very minimal. But this is just a beautiful area. Look at this. I mean, it almost makes you want to go do some logging. Yeah, so this is the forestry area. It's not too deep. You don't get bogged or anything else like that. It's relatively shallow. But it just gives us a different look to what we're used to from a forestry area. And I think you'd all agree with me that we should give Stevie great kudos for what he's produced for us here again. Fantastic, isn't it? Really looks nice. All right. So that is our swamp forestry area. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to head on up a bit higher, and we'll just zoom around the map, have a bit of a look around, and see what we've got to play with. So up we go. All right, so this area here, this grass area here, is not actually defined as a field. So you could actually define this as a field as well. It's just basically grassland. So if you actually buy the forestry area, you could do one of two things. You could either turn this into a field, leave it as it is and just mow the grass and use the grass for supporting your animals or some silage, or you could actually plant some more trees and make a bigger forestry area. I mean, it's obviously free to do with what you want, but it's nice that Stevie's giving you all that extra area as well to do with what you want. You don't have to remove a field or anything else. You can choose whether you want to add a field. You might want to add 2 fields, whatever else. You've got that flexibility straight off the bat. So fantastic. All right. Heading on over here is our northern fields. We have 4 fields up here on the northern border, north of the last road. Have some fields here behind Jeeves Mill. And then we have, as we said before, we have the pigsty and we have the horse stables. Then heading on over to the grain mill, the 3 placeable areas over there. Another semi-large field here. So we have a couple of large fields. So this field here, the next field we're coming up to immediately here, and then the one on our right-hand side, they are the 3 of the larger fields for the farm, for the area. It's not necessarily part of your farm unless you buy it. But it's a nice sizable area. Then we come back in towards the residential sort of area. Another small field in there, which is tucked in behind the store, the store and the spinnery, the supermarket, and the dairy. And you have a couple of fields down through here. And then as we're coming across, this is where we start coming into the area of the farm that's actually owned when we actually start the map up. And it's wonderful. Excuse the rendering there by Giant's engine. And there we go. Follow the creek in. There we have the farm. Coming across. And there we go. There's field 1. And that's the edge of the map there. All right. That's it. That is Lakeland Vale 2. I hope you all enjoy this map. Make sure you go onto Stevie's Facebook page. Give him a comment. Let him know what you think of the map. This is another fantastic map, and it's been a very quick turnaround for us. And I think Stevie's done a fantastic job yet again. Never a map goes by from Stevie that doesn't look really nice. So well done. Really love the map. Love the work, Stevie. Thanks very much for also giving us early access. I hope you all appreciate that. Thanks to Larry and the other guys that have helped out with the testing. It's been a very quick turnaround. We've had the map for just over a week. So that's what we've had to deal with. Now, let me also say one thing here, and it's not a slight on Stevie whatsoever. Expect the fact to get updates. One thing that Stevie has always done with his maps and his mods, he updates them very quickly when there's a change or when he finds an error or a few errors or whatever else. He'll very quickly put an update up. Sometimes it'll require a new save game. Sometimes it won't. He could just do what a lot of other modders do and just wait for a month, 2 months, whatever, to do all the fixes and then put it out. It's not how Stevie does it. You could get 2 updates in a week. Okay? That's one of the good things about having Stevie's mods. So if you don't want to deal with that, you don't want to have that chance, okay, hold off from maybe playing the map for a week or 2. Just sort of see. Just make sure first week or so it settles. But you won't go wrong with playing any of Stevie's maps and using Stevie's mods. I thoroughly recommend it. If you want to get Stevie's mods and Stevie's maps, they're available, like I said, from his Facebook page. The link down below will take you to his Facebook page. Download them from there. If you have any problems and you can't find a mod or whatever else, give me a ping on either my Discord or on the comments on this video, and I will help you find them. Not a problem. There's also some of Stevie's stuff is available on simplysafemods.com. It's a website being run by our good friend Grizzly Bear Sims, and only mods that are uploaded and given to them by the modders are actually on that site. So you know you're getting a trusted mod downloaded from that site. Anyway, again, very many thanks to Stevie for giving us access to the map, allowing us to do an early access video, and also for helping him with testing the map. Thoroughly enjoyed this one, and I can't wait to get my hands on this and spend a lot of time in here with a new Let's Play, which will be coming in sometime in the future once I've finished off with Lakeland. All right, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the map. Let me know what you think of first impressions from this. And more importantly, tell me what you think of Stevie, and also, are you going to be playing the map? I look forward to reading your comments and interacting with you there. Don't forget, if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you hit that subscribe button, make sure you also press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware of when more videos are available on the channel. So until next time, this is Duck Sorley, Stevie's official #1 fanboy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duck Sorley Gaming and on Lakeland Vale #2. See you later. Bye.